So people keep asking us what it actually costs to build an apartment building in Medellin, Colombia. And instead of trying to explain it, I figured that we would just show you. This is the cost breakdown for the 10-unit building that we're about to build in Laureles, in the neighborhood of Conquistadores. We're gonna show the real numbers, nothing rounded up or down to make it look better. Before we get to the numbers, let me show you what this will probably look like. So this is our 10-story apartment building. It's gonna be one apartment per floor. It's gonna be very exclusive, high-end. The elevator will open up into each apartment unit. On the top floor, there's gonna be a 2-level penthouse. So it's not gonna be a giant building. We want something that looks good from the outside and is really good on the inside, something that people are proud to live in, particularly locals and maybe some foreigners. Now, I know a lot of you watching this are just going to be curious about the numbers, maybe use them in the future, but there's gonna be some of you that are beyond curious, that wanna know what the equity partnership that we're offering entails, or maybe even wanna buy an apartment once we're finished. There's a link in the description below. You can click on that, fill it out, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. If it's a good match, we'll get on a call and give you more information. Now I'm gonna turn it over to AK in his office to give you all of the numbers.
All right, Andy, thanks for the introduction, mate. Let's get kicking and straight into the financials. So guys, today I'm going to take you through all the costs that it's going to take to build this building and also some of the apartment pricing once everything is done. And you'll see there's a column here which is potential savings. So all these 4 items that I've listed are items that we could actually save costs on. I'm going to explain a little bit about why as we get further into this. Also, we have the COP price, which is what all the pricing is because we're in Colombia. And just for a reference, so you don't have to convert, I'm going to use the exchange rate of today to show you the USD figure. By the way, this is my simplification of a spreadsheet that has many rows and many tabs and is in Spanish. I didn't want to just show you that one because there's too much information to take in and also probably not going to understand anything because it is in Spanish. So this is my simplification of the huge feasibility analysis that our developer, John, has done for us. So let me explain it to you. So the direct construction costs, this is basically what it's going to cost to build the building, right? And that is about 1.3 million USD. Our building is not going to be one of these shithole shoe boxes that you see everyone putting up all over the city. Ours is going to have interior design on every single floor, really amazing facade. And that is why the cost is a little bit higher, but also we're going to sell them a bit higher to a different part of the market who's not looking for these kind of shoebox apartments, who want something with a bit of style, something with a bit of character, and they're not afraid to spend money to get it. We also have a contingency budget. This is for any cost overruns or increase in pricing of material over the 1.5 to 2 years that's going to take us to build this. And this is about $200,000 USD, or as a percentage of the total construction cost, 15%, which is very healthy. Usually developers, they have between 10 and 15% of a contingency budget. We are at the upper end of this at 15%. So, very conservative. And finally, construction management. This is if we choose to go ahead and give the contract to a construction company that give us a max agreed price, max fixed price. It's called different things in different countries, but basically they give us a quote and they say this is the maximum that it can go. When people give you a maximum, they build in their own contingencies and stuff like that, so the price is a little bit higher, and this is the allowance that we've given to pay the construction manager their wage and also factor in their own contingency. We may not use this. We're going to go out to market and see a few different type of contracts. And John, our developer, he's also one of his biggest strengths is construction management. So at the end of the day, he might actually just go ahead and do the construction management himself, depending on some of the other prices that we have. But just to be conservative, we've allowed construction management in the whole cost of building this thing as well. So you can see if we go today and we just ask a constructor to build us a building, the total price of that's going to be around 1.6 million USD for something pretty high end, 9 apartments and 1 penthouse, common areas, all that stuff that Andrew already told you about. 1.6 million USD at today's exchange rate. Now let's talk indirect costs, because it's not just building the building and then Bob's your uncle, you're done. There's a lot more other things that come into it that equate roughly 780,000 USD. What are those things? Well, consultant fees, architects, engineers, quantity surveyors, all these people need to be paid. To get all that done is about 124,000 USD. On top of that, you got to pay taxes and insurance. You got to pay regulatory departments to connect services in your building. That's an extra charge. Plus, you got to pay project management fees. So these things all must be paid. The next thing on the list is something that may not have to be paid. This is cost of sales. And the major thing that makes up this, you can see that's a big part of the budget, 240,000 USD. A major thing that makes this up is paying commissions to external agents to sell our apartments. That plus marketing. John has also allowed for traditional marketing like billboards, TV ads, and things like that. We have huge followings on all the social medias. I'm very, very good with Facebook ads as well. So there's no chance we're going to spend this much money to sell these apartments. Plus, we are a real estate agency, so we don't need to contract external agents to sell 10 apartments. We should be able to do this pretty easily. So this is a massive opportunity where we can save upwards of 200,000 USD. The next one is the cost of setting up the fiduciaria, which is basically like the escrow company here. That's to protect anyone who's buying an apartment with us, because what happens to a lot of constructors who don't use this is that they can get money, they start building, they get halfway up and they're like, shit, we run out of money, what do we do now? And then everyone who bought the apartment or bought an apartment off the plans is now stuck and they can't get their money back because they've already spent it. My physio, his sister actually bought an apartment. Her apartment has been delayed for 3 years because she's already given her money. They started building, they didn't have this fiduciaria, and now she can't get her money back. She just basically has to wait for the builders to eventually finish. So this is to protect anyone who buys an apartment. We must sell 7 out of 10 apartments to fund the whole construction of the building. Without that, the fiduciaria holds the money and does not give us the money. So we do not have access to this. If for some reason a certain amount of time hits and we have not sold these apartments, the money will be returned to anyone who bought the apartment. Keeps everyone safe, and it's the best way to do things. But this obviously has a cost. You can see almost 40,000 USD. And the final thing is also something that we might be able to save is once we finalize the cash flows, we'll know better. But right now we've allowed for interest in this to finance the final part of our construction. There's a chance that remember how I told you about contingency budget? A part of the contingency budget is if costs go up a certain amount of construction materials. And if these costs go up a certain amount in construction materials, we will need to get a loan from the bank, like a bridging loan, to finance the final part. This is already set up by John. John's already done all the legwork to get this in place, but he's also allowed here about 65K in interest to pay that over the last few months of the project to get it over the line. This also may not be needed down the line. So you can see there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 items that we can heavily save on, which might save us, upwards of 600,000 USD, which is a big saving. And especially this one, I'm pretty confident we're going to save about 200K because we can sell 10 apartments in no time. We don't need to pay, heavy advertising and pay commission to other agents. And then finally, the final cost, which is actually the first cost, which is the cost of the lot. The cost of the lot is about 590K at today's exchange rate. And obviously you got closing costs on top of that as well. All these costs come to just a tick under 10 millones pesos, 10 billion. I don't know how to say this number, to be honest, but in US, just over 3 million USD to get the whole thing completed. Now let's talk about the apartment pricing. This is what a lot of you guys have been waiting for. And remember, I told you these are not just random shit boxes. This apartment is going to be sick and potentially the best apartment in all of Conquistadores. You've already seen the renders that Andrew showed you. You know this is going to be something special, and hence it's been priced like that. This is not for budget people. This is for someone who has money, someone who has taste in interior design, someone who values only having one apartment per floor, privacy, great location, and is okay to spend on it, right? Our apartments on the lower end, obviously the lower the floor, the cheaper the apartment. These ones will be sold for about 1.150 millones pesos, which is about 350K USD. And then the apartments at the higher end, which, probably maybe the 9th, 8th floor will be closer to 390k USD. Those will be 100 square meters or so. We'll also have a penthouse, which will be a duplex, 2-level penthouse. That would be about 140 square meters, and that one will be just a tick under 550k USD. And that one's going to have the private area with its own jacuzzi, massive terrace, all that stuff. It's going to be really, really schmick. And the final thing that we need to talk about is how did we come up with this pricing, right? You can see our apartment building, the average pricing here, and the cheapest apartment here. The average pricing of our apartments is about 12.4 million Colombian pesos per square meter. And you're going to understand why we price it like that when you see the other comps around. We have about 20 comps on this list. First of all, I'm going to talk about this section. So this section priced at about 9.7 to 10.5 million are all in Estrato 4 and Estrato 3 in much worse areas than Conquistadores. Laureles, Lorena, you got Belén, Nogal, San Bernardo, Los Colores, and Rosales. These are all objectively much worse, lower estrato areas than Conquistadores. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's estratos in Colombia. It goes between 1 and 6. 6 is the most wealthy, 1 is the least wealthy. A lot of areas where you guys live, like Provenza and all that, is 6. Conquistadores and Laureles are 5. We have our main competitor here, or our main pricing comparison here, which is Borelli. This is an apartment building just maybe a few blocks from us, also Estrato 5. I believe they have somewhere between 20 and 22 apartments. They only have 3 left. So they started selling about a year ago, haven't even knocked down their building yet. They haven't constructed anything. The house is still there, and they only have 3 apartments left, and they have been selling at about 11.5 million a square meter. And we have only 1 apartment per floor. They have 2 apartments per floor, and we have interior design on every single floor, every single apartment, a bit more higher end. We have about the same type of amenities, and we are 12.14. If you look at the 12.14 comp, there's an apartment called Girona Garden. That's another building close to the parks of Laureles. Sure, let's call it a better location. However, this one also isn't 1 apartment per floor. It's a really nice facade. You can Google it and have a look at it. But these guys are selling for 14.75 million per square meter. They'll be completed end of 2029. And that pricing I got was just for an apartment on the 3rd floor. Not even one of the premium apartments, one of the cheapest probably, and that's selling for 14.75. So you can see we are a lot cheaper than that. And if you're wondering how much does it cost in Poblado, well, you can see here in areas like Los Balsos, Las Palmas, and Campestre, they're selling new construction, also with amenities and things like that, for between 15.8 and 16.6 million per square meter, which is way higher than what we are priced at. So I hope you understand a little bit now where we're priced. And now I'll throw back to Andrew.
All right, thanks, AK. You know all the numbers now. It's going to take us close to 2 years, start to finish. And a lot can change in 2 years. Material prices, interest rates, how fast people actually buy the units. This is not free money. Real estate is risky. And if somebody tells you it's not, they're selling you something. So what actually protects a downside in a deal like this? A few things. We built out a detailed budget instead of guessing. We ran the numbers 4 different ways instead of just best case scenario. We've got a developer who actually has done this before right in the neighborhood, literally like 4 blocks away. And any money that we receive does not sit in our bank account. It goes into an escrow account or a trust account. So remember at the start that I told you that if you are one of those people that are beyond just curious and interested in our partnership deal, here's the deal. We're not building this ourselves. We're actually looking for a person to come on in with us as an equity partner. They put up the money. We put up the immense amount of time that we've spent putting this deal together, finding the lot, getting the numbers down packed with our developing mentor. Pre-marketing, we already have a list of 42 people that are interested in buying an apartment at our price range in our building because that's what we do, marketing and sales. And we split the profit with our partner 50-50. Furthermore, our partner's money comes back first before anybody else is paid. Based on the numbers that AK just showed you, it's about 21% ROI per year. And that's not even the best case. That's just what it comes out to across a few different scenarios. If this is something that you'd actually consider, fill out the form below and we'll follow up with you ASAP. So that's every Colombian peso that it takes to build this thing start to finish. We've never laid it out like this before on a video, but we figured that if we're going to be offering an equity partnership, we should show all of the numbers first. Let us know in the comments what surprised you the most, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Hasta luego.